Hi, now we're going to complete our IAM setup, and we need to complete three activities, which is first to create individual IAM users. Now AWS best practice is to never use your root account to prevent theft of root credentials. So to gain full admin access, we will create an IAM user and attach the admin access policy to it. That's the first thing we'll do. So let me go over the console now. Alright, so we are now on the IAM management console. So what we're going to do is first create an admin user. So click here, add user. Okay, so let's create the username as pro cloud certify admin. Okay, and we don't need to tick this right now because this is only useful if you need to give a developer access via APIs or command line interface or SDK. So we're just gonna click on AWS management console access, and you can decide whether it can be an auto-generated password or a custom password. So I'm going to just create a custom password. Okay, now what I want to do next is, so right now the IAM console is a bit confusing because it's already asking us that whether we should start groups and whether we need to set permissions boundaries for the user. We don't need to start off with that right now. The first thing we want to do is, since we've already created an admin user, we're going to attach the policy directly. So what we want, so there are two ways to go about it. Here we can see administrator access. Okay, you can take that directly, or if you wanted to just quickly get that result, you could also type the name admin here, the word admin, sorry, and then yeah, you would get the results. So we're gonna just assign that, and okay, and just tags. So we're just gonna call it pro cloud certify admin. Next, review, and just double check. So review our choices. So yes, username is pro cloud certify admin, and the access type that he or she has is the AWS management console access with a password, and the password was a custom password, correct? There's a password reset requirement. This we will cover a bit more in detail later. And permission boundary is not set. That's perfectly fine for now. And let's create the user. Okay, this is done, and we could even actually send an email to our user so that he or she is notified that the user credentials has been created for them. Alright, now to continue with our remaining steps, let's go back to the dashboard. So you can see the create individual IAM user is completed. So let's quickly go over creating groups. We'll cover this a bit more in detail, okay? But let's create a simple group right now. So in future, I want to create a group called developers, and I'll be granting certain permissions to them later. So let's, sorry, developers. Okay, so you can see there are three steps. First, you need to create the group name, then you attach the policy, and then you have to review. So developers, that's right. Okay, so this is where you attach the policy type. So depending upon what kind of roles this particular group is assigned, you can decide what kind of access is given. Okay, so for example, I would want to give them access to EC2. Okay, so Amazon EC2 full access. In fact, I'm just going to give them read-only access. Okay, next step, I'll just review that yes, this is the group, and the policies is EC2 read-only access, and this is perfectly fine, and I've completed my group. Okay, so to just go back now, I'll complete to my dashboard. So we've completed two of the three steps. We've created an individual IAM user, and we created a new IAM user who was given full admin access. We created a new group called developers, and we gave them access to EC2 read policy. Now I'll just touch back to the IAM password policy and what that is. So let's head over back to the AWS management console. Alright, so we'll cover the final step, which is apply the IAM password policy, and this will complete our IAM setup. So use a password policy to require IAM users to create strong passwords. So let's quickly go over here. Now you will click on this set password policy. So you see now it lists out the set of rules that define the complexity requirements and mandatory rotation period. So what is the minimum password length? Does it require at least one uppercase, at least one number, one special character, and enable password expiration? So if you want it to expire in 90 days or 60 days, whatever is your policy, you can specify that over there. So there are various things that you could do, like allow users to change their own password, and password expiry requires admin reset. We can skip that for now, and if the details are okay, then let's move forward. Okay, and with this done, if you go back to the dashboard, you'll see that all these points have been checked and they're green, so we have completed our IAM setup. In the next set of videos, we will go a bit more into details for what are users policies, okay, as well as group policies. So thank you for watching this.